Welcome to Wandering with Zarrakan. I am your camera cat showing you some of the amazing places I have been on Second Life. This is a video I made about Enchantment by Elysium Hynes at the same time. Enchantment is an event that focuses on a fairy tale and features new and exclusive themed items from participating designers. This installment features Snow White, a German fairy tale known across much of Europe, and is today one of the most famous fairy tales worldwide. The Brothers Grimm published it in 1812 in the first edition of their collection, Grimm's Fairy Tales. It was titled in German, Sneewittchen, numbered as Tale 53, and the Grimms completed their final revision of the story in 1854. Many different adaptations of Snow White have been made, but all commonly feature such elements as the magic mirror, the poisoned apple, the glass coffin, and the characters of the Evil Queen and the Seven Dwarfs, who were first given individual names in the Broadway play Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1912, and then given different names in Walt Disney's 1937 film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. For a while after Disney's adaptation, retellings of Snow White were made to be more kid-friendly. But many modern movies are beginning to return Snow White to its literal grim roots in fairy tale horror. At the beginning of the story, a queen's sewing at an open window during a winter snowfall when she pricks her finger with her needle, causing 3 drops of blood dripping into the freshly fallen snow on the black windowsill. Admiring the beauty of the resulting color combination, she says to herself, "Oh, how I wish that I had a daughter that had skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony." Soon after that, the queen gives birth to a baby girl matching that description, and they name her Snow White, but sadly, the queen dies after giving birth to her. After a year has passed, the king takes a new wife, who is beautiful, but also unutterably wicked and vain. The new queen possesses a magic mirror which she asks every morning, "Magic mirror in my hand, who is the fairest in the land?" The mirror always replies, "My queen, you are the fairest in the land." The queen is always pleased with that, because the magic mirror never lies. But when Snow White reaches the age of 7, she becomes as beautiful as the day, and even more beautiful than the queen, and when the queen asks her mirror, it responds, "My queen, you are the fairest here, so true. But Snow White is 1,000 times more beautiful than you." This gives the queen a great shock, and she becomes yellow and green with envy, and from that hour her heart turns against Snow White, and with every following day she hates Snow White more and more. Envy and pride, like ill weeds, grow in her heart all or every day, until she has no peace day or night. Eventually, the queen orders a huntsman to take Snow White into the deepest woods to be killed. As proof that Snow White is dead, the queen demands that he returns with her lungs and liver. The huntsman takes Snow White into the forest. After raising his knife, he finds himself unable to kill her as she sobs heavily and begs him, "Oh, dear huntsman, don't kill me. Leave me with my life. I will run into the forest and never come back." The huntsman leaves her behind alive, convinced that the girl would be eaten by some wild animal. He instead brings the queen the lungs and liver of a young boar, which is prepared by the cook and eaten by the queen. After wandering through the forest for days, Snow White discovers a tiny cottage belonging to a group of 7 dwarfs. Since no one is at home, she eats some of the tiny meals, drinks some wine, and then tests all the beds. Finally, the last bed is comfortable enough for her, and she falls asleep. When the 7 dwarfs return home, they immediately become aware that someone sneaked in secretly, because everything in their home is in disorder. During the loud discussion about who sneaked in, they discover the sleeping Snow White. The girl wakes up and explains to them what happened, and the dwarfs take pity on her, saying, "If you will keep house for us, and cook, make beds, wash, sew, and knit, and keep everything clean and orderly. Then you can stay with us, and you shall have everything that you want. They warn her to be careful when alone at home, and to let no one in when they are away delving in the mountains. Meanwhile, the queen asks her mirror once again, "Magic mirror in my hand, who is the fairest in the land?" The mirror replies, "My queen, you are the fairest here, so true. But Snow White beyond the mountains at the 7 dwarfs is 1,000 times more beautiful than you." The queen is horrified to learn that the huntsman has betrayed her, and that Snow White is still alive. She keeps thinking about how to get rid of Snow White, then she disguises herself as an old peddler. The queen then walks to the cottage of the dwarfs and offers her colourful, silky laced bodices, and convinces the girl to take the most beautiful bodice as a present. Then the queen laces it so tight that Snow White faints, causing the queen to leave her for dead. But the dwarfs return just in time, and Snow White revives when the dwarfs loosen the laces. Next morning the queen consults her mirror anew, and the mirror reveals Snow White's survival. Now infuriated, the queen dresses as a comb seller, and convinces Snow White to take a beautiful comb as a present. She brushes Snow White's hair with a poisoned comb and the girl faints again, but she is revived by the dwarfs. And the next morning the mirror tells the queen that Snow White is still 1,000 times more beautiful than its mistress. Now the queen nearly has a heart attack in shock and rage. As a third and last try, she secretly consults the darkest magic and makes a poisoned apple, and in the disguise of a farmer's wife, she offers it to Snow White. The girl is, at first, hesitant to accept it, so the queen cuts the apple in half, eating the white, harmless part and giving the red, poisoned part to Snow White. The girl eagerly takes a bite, and falls into a state of suspended animation, causing the queen to triumph. This time, the dwarfs are unable to revive the girl, because they can't find the source of Snow White's poor health, and, assuming that she is dead, they place her in a glass coffin. Time passes, and a prince traveling through the land sees Snow White. He strides to her coffin, and enchanted by her beauty, instantly falls in love with her. The dwarfs succumb to his entreaties to let him have the coffin, and as his servants carry the coffin away, they stumble on some roots. The tremor caused by the stumbling causes the piece of poisoned apple to dislodge from Snow White's throat, awakening her. The prince then declares his love for her, and soon a wedding is planned. The couple invites every queen and king to come to the wedding party, including Snow White's stepmother. Meanwhile, the queen, still believing that Snow White is dead, again asks her magical mirror who is the fairest in the land. The mirror says, "You, my queen, are fair, so true, but the young queen is 1,000 times fairer than you." Appalled, in disbelief and with her heart full of fear and doubts, the queen is, at first, hesitant to accept the invitation, but she eventually decides to go. Not knowing that this new queen was indeed her stepdaughter, she arrives at the wedding, and her heart fills with the deepest of dread when she realizes the truth. As a punishment for her attempted murders, a pair of glowing hot iron shoes are brought forth with tongs and placed before the queen. She is forced to step into the burning shoes, and to dance until she drops dead. Please turn on your favorite music, and join me as I explore Enchantment. I hope you enjoyed Enchantment as much as I did, and I encourage you to visit Enchantment in Second Life, while it is still there. This video was filmed on location by Zarrakan Productions. Zarrakan Productions is an umbrella group for many YouTube shows and businesses both inside and outside of Second Life. Please go to Zarrakan.com for a complete listing of shows and businesses associated with Zarrakan Productions, and their own media links. Please like, comment, and share this video as it helps both Zarrakan Productions and the creators of this video's content. Also, be sure to check the playlists for past episodes of show content, and subscribe to this channel for future videos. Thank you for watching, and happy wandering.